So, sister, I told you that's the update of what's going on with the house. But there's another problem, and the neighbor next door who hated Miko, he hates Johnny now because he knows Johnny's got the place. The neighbor next door is always complaining. He made a complaint to San Diego Code Enforcement about the garages because my roommate Steve lives in the garage and he put wooden wall in the middle of the garage and divided it in half because I was sleeping in that room. Johnny was sleeping in the other room, which was the garage. But then when our roommate Jenny moved in May, when she moved in May, Johnny moved his stuff to Miko's room, which Johnny remodeled Miko's room. So Jenny lived downstairs for quite a while, and then um, Jenny, stayed downstairs. Samantha was living upstairs, okay, but then she moved out. So when Samantha moved out, which was Johnny's ex-girlfriend, um, Jenny moved upstairs. So Jenny moved upstairs in the bedroom, and Johnny let me have the room downstairs, which I'm so grateful because I have privacy. I didn't have privacy in the other room where my piano's at and the couch and all that because the room was divided in half. And though I liked the room, it was nice, the couch was comfortable to sleep on and all that, I didn't have the privacy. But that was, hey, that comes with the territory. Sanctuary is what's more important to me is sanctuary. So I was in that room for quite a while, and Jenny was in Johnny's old room, which was working great. And Samantha was upstairs. But then Samantha, she moved out because she couldn't stand Linda. That was one of her reasons she moved out. And then she had some other issues. I see Samantha's really never let go of Johnny. She still was in love with Johnny. Well, it wound up, Ching Mei, that Samantha was living upstairs, Linda's living downstairs, Jenny was downstairs, Steve and I were downstairs, and Johnny was living in Miko's room. Well, of all these years, Ching Mei, um, of all these years, um, Samantha and Linda had never met each other, but they hated each other's guts because they were always arguing and fighting against Johnny. Well, Linda turned around and she acted like she apologized to Johnny and me and Samantha and Linda about everything in the past. And at the beginning, Linda and Samantha were good friends, and it was good for Linda because she's a loner, and Samantha, she's a loner. It was good for only a temporary while, but then Linda started talking about Johnny, all negative stuff, and of course Samantha had to go along with that. So it was creating too much drama there. But then Samantha finally got wise and got tired of hearing Linda go on and on and on about Samantha. Now, Lexi that you met, remember Ching Mei when you took Johnny and I and Lexi out to the Oktoberfest in 215? That was really, really interesting. Well, Lexi finally met Linda. Now, she knows Samantha from the past, so we did have everybody over in our house, believe it or not. And, you know, it's really interesting because we were all getting along for a while temporarily. Samantha, Linda, and I, and Johnny, and Steve, and Jenny, and then even Lexi, Johnny's girlfriend, was coming over. So we all knew each other, but boy, there was such a conflict. And this is what has been going on. And of course, there was always conflict with all these women, okay? Well, Samantha, she moved out, okay? She moved out because she felt uncomfortable around Linda. Linda, she is known Johnny for 28 years, but she's out to hurt Johnny. She doesn't want Johnny to have the place. I know you probably read all this, but it's easier for me to just tell you all this quickly. I can tell you so much verbally than having to text all that. And plus, it's hard on on your eyes to be reading all the time. So anyway, it's so much more easier for me to talk. And you know what? Right now, it's nice. It's probably about 72, 71 degrees outside. I'm not wearing nothing, no sweater. I'm in a short sleeve shirt and pants, but it's really about 71, 72 degrees. The humidity has been very, very, very high. But, August and September are usually our very, very hottest. Well, Linda originally agreed to move in on the 28th, agreeing to pay the rent. Her parents passed away. Linda, that's known Johnny for 28 years, that lives downstairs, she's known Johnny for 28 years. But both of her parents died. Her dad died in December, and her mother died in January, so she lost both of her parents. She was in Arizona for 6 months, because Linda actually lived with us for a year under Miko. Well, Miko, of course, died this year in March, but Linda left last year in August to go to Arizona to take care of her parents, because her parents were ill. Well, she was gone August to 19, September, October, November, December, January. She came back at the end of February, and she had agreed to pay Johnny $4,500 for the mortgage payment and also property tax, and that would cover her 8 months rent, and then after that she'd pay rent. But she agreed to do that, and so she moved in agreeing, because she has her trust from her parents when her parents died, inheritance, and she promised she would do that. She turned her back on Johnny and decided not to, because she doesn't like Johnny's girlfriend Lexi. She can't stand Lexi, and she couldn't stand Turtle either. Well, let me tell you something. Turtle, of course, Johnny completely blocked her and had nothing to do with Turtle, because Turtle was hiding Johnny's bag and took stuff from him. And then she got nasty with me, sending me text messages, so I blocked her, and I kept her voicemails, which were threatening. She was threatening to call the code and city about our house and make sure that we were homeless. So Johnny did not talk with Turtle for 3 months. April, May, June, July, 4 months. I did not talk or respond to Turtle either for 4 months because of her behavior, and she was causing drama as well. So with that in mind, that's why, Linda, of course, is very dramatic just as much as Turtle. Well, Linda had no intentions, because she doesn't like Lexi, Johnny's girlfriend, and she didn't like Turtle, Johnny's friend, and so she decided to back off not paying. She's paid rent up until June, but she didn't pay July rent, and she decided to turn her back and not pay anything at all. And then she turned around and is calling her daughter to try to go to a realtor and go to a lawyer and press charges against Johnny for fraud, collecting rent, and she's wants to buy the house and kick us out. Well, Linda's an alcoholic too, and she talks to herself, so she's got mental problems. And because of the COVID, Johnny can't kick people out because of the COVID. People who lost their jobs, their businesses, you can't evict. But then Johnny's looking into it because Linda does have income. She's been working a part-time job up until July with Postmates, and then she turned around and she decided to go file for unemployment and not pay anything at all, and has no intentions of paying whatsoever. Well, she's through quite a bit of a bombshell, and because all of a sudden in August, turtle comes back in the picture. Well, she just steps right in the house. Of course, she makes her apologies to Johnny, and then she makes apologies to me. And then Linda flips out. And Linda, she stayed in her room for 19 days up until what happened last night.